Ada's hands trembled violently as she clutched the crumpled hospital bill in the dim corridor of Port Harcourt General Hospital. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead like angry hornets, casting harsh shadows on the peeling paint walls. Her mother's laboured breaths echoed from the ward behind her, shallow, ragged, each one a knife twisting in Ada's chest. Mama Ngozi lay there, skin sallow and stretched tight over fragile bones, her once strong trader's hands now limp on the bedsheet stained with sweat. Dialysis machines beeped their merciless countdown. 3 days left before they pulled the plug. Ada crumpled to her knees, tears carving hot paths down her cheeks. In that suffocating moment of poverty's cruel grip, she made the decision that would change everything. She would sell her kidney. But the doctor who stepped from the shadows, was promising salvation, harbored a secret agenda darker than her worst nightmares. Ada's world had always been one of relentless struggle, forged in the sweltering heat of Diobu's overcrowded slums in Port Harcourt. Born to Mama Ngozi and Papa Emeka, a humble mechanic at the oil refinery, life held fragile joys, mangoes from their tiny backyard tree, evenings with neighbors singing high-life tunes. But when Ada was 8, disaster struck. Papa's truck exploded in a pipeline leak mishap, his body charred beyond recognition. Ngozi wailed for weeks, her market stall becoming their lifeline, hawking gari, okra, and smoked fish from dawn till dusk. Ada grew up fast, her school uniform threadbare, shoes patched with tartan. By 12, she joined Mama after classes, balancing trays on her head through traffic-clogged streets, dodging Okada riders and leering men. "Education is for rich children," Ngozi would say, eyes hollow. Relatives in the village, greedy aunties with potbellies and pious tongues, promised help, but sent only curses. Ngozi's juju brought this curse. They'd hiss over phone lines, never wiring a kobo. At 16, tragedy doubled down. Ngozi collapsed mid-market, diagnosed with chronic kidney failure. Dialysis drained their 5,000 naira daily earnings like sand through fingers. 50,000 weekly surgery, 15 million. Ada dropped out for good, hawking alone now, her youthful beauty drawing unwanted advances from area boys who snatched her wares for protection fees. One night, under a moonless sky, Big Ogre cornered her in an alley, his breath reeking of ogogoro. "Pretty girl like you needs a sponsor," he growled, hands rough on her arms. Ada need him, fled with bruises blooming like dark flowers, vowing never to break. 3 months ago, Ngozi's decline accelerated. Ada slept on hospital benches, begged loans from microfinance sharks at 30% interest, sold her father's old tools for pennies. Aunties visited once, eyeing Ngozi's gold wedding band like vultures. "Bury her quick, ghosts bring bad luck," Auntie Rose sneered, pocketing 2,000 naira for transport. Betrayed by blood, Ada scoured WhatsApp groups for miracles. Healthy kidney donors needed. Urgent. Black market whispers led to Lagos brokers, but fear held her back, until Ngozi's fevered plea, "Don't let me die, my daughter." Ada's resolve hardened like concrete. Dr. Emeka Okoro glided into Ngozi's ward one rainy evening, white coat pristine, stethoscope dangling like a talisman. Mid-50s, silver hair slicked back, yet his smile warmed like kerosene lamps in blackout nights. "Miss Ada, right? I've reviewed your mother's charts." His voice was velvet, eyes lingering on her faded blouse, clinging from humidity. Ada nodded, exhausted, wiping sweat from her brow. He pulled a chair close, cologne overpowering the ward's bleach tang. "Stage 5 failure. Transplant is her only chance, but Nigerian hospitals have endless waits." Ada nodded again, numb. I know. Discreet options. A clinic in India. They pay donors handsomely, $500,000 for a healthy kidney like yours. Tests show you're perfect, young, O-negative blood. Ada's breath hitched. Dollars? That was over 800 million naira, enough for Ngozi's surgery, a house, escape from Diobu's mud. Why help us? She whispered, suspicion flickering. Emeka's hand patted hers, warm, too warm. I've seen too many mothers like yours die. This evens the score. He slid brochures, gleaming Mumbai hospitals, testimonials from grateful donors. Secrecy is key. Organ trade is illegal here. I handle visas, flights. You focus on healing. Ada hesitated, moral chains tightening, but Ngozi's wheeze decided it. When? Emeka's smile widened. Tomorrow we test you. Exams followed in his private GRA clinic, his fingers probing her side longer than needed, questions veering personal. Boyfriend? Family burdens? Ada brushed off unease as professional care. He snapped photos of her ID for records, arranged a 10 million naira advance, loan against her payout. Unknown to her, Emeka pocketed her biometrics, eyes gleaming with predator's hunger. Ada was prime stock for his real clients, corrupt elites needing quick matches. 2 weeks later, Ada boarded a Lagos-Mumbai flight, heart pounding like festival drums. Emeka's assistant, a stern woman named Lara, chaperoned. No calls till after. Security. The clinic squatted in Mumbai's smog-choked outskirts, barbed wire glinting under sodium lamps. Temporary, Lara soothed. Anesthesia pulled Ada under like a river current. She awoke to sterile white agony, a 6-inch scar throbbing under bandages, IVs dripping morphine haze. Perfect match, a turbaned doctor murmured. Relief flooded her. Ngozi's saviour nestled inside her. Lara handed discharge papers, 40 million naira post-fees, wired to her Zenith account. Rest a week, then home. Ada nodded weakly, pain her badge of love. But fever clawed by day 3, infection from rushed sterilization. Nurses whispered in Hindi, substandard kidney, boss cut corners. Lara shrugged. Complication risk disclosed. Ada video called Ngozi, voice slurry. Soon, Mama. Back in Port Harcourt after 14 hellish days, wheelchair-bound, she rushed to General Hospital. Triumph soured instantly. Funds invalid, doctor flagged donor as high risk, the matron snapped. Ada's app showed debits, 20 million gone to clinic fees, travel, Emeka's digital theft via cloned SIM. Fury propelled Ada to Emeka's GRA clinic, rain lashing her Okada. His air-conditioned office mocked her, mahogany desk, framed Hippocratic oaths, walls lined with donor photos, smiling ghosts. Complications happen, Ada dear, he drawled, sipping malt from a crystal glass. Your kidney went to a VIP, faster payout for them. Ada's scar burned. VIP, you stole it. Emeka laughed, slow and cruel. Contract says possible allocation. I target girls like you, poor, desperate. Sue me, police see illegal trade. You rot, Mama dies. He revealed his web. Falsified charts claiming donors consented to resale. Insurance scams billing ghosts. Her payout? Funneled to his Benz, mistresses in Lekki. Deeper horror, cousin Kioma, 24, flashy with fake lashes and iPhone from salon work, had sold her out. Kioma held Ada's power of attorney for emergencies, but texts exposed payoffs, 2 million for details, girls clean. She'd swapped Ada's antibiotics for sugar pills, worsening infection to discredit her. Ngozi's donated funds, diverted by Kioma to Emeka's crypto wallet. Ada stormed Kioma's plank-walled shack in Borikiri that midnight, thunder rumbling. Chioma lounged on a plastic chair, nails clicking phone. "Chioma! Would you betrayed me? For him?" Rain poured, soaking Ada's bandages. Kioma's eyes narrowed, hypocritical sob rising. "Mama always gave you everything. I deserved my share. Your windfall was too big for Diobu trash." She clutched a wad of notes, Mecca's blood money, sneering, "Family helps family, right?" Emeka escalated, cornering Ada post-confrontation. "Recruit another donor, your old classmate maybe, or I leak your confession." He played doctored audio. Ada's morphine-slurred words twisted into fraud admission. Uploaded to Nairaland, WhatsApp groups, it went viral. Slum girl sells organ for rituals. Aunties who'd shunned them now bayed, "Witch, juju, kidney." Hospital staff sneered, delaying Ngozi's care. Ngozi overheard whispers, her weakened voice accusing, "Ada, what have you done?" Isolation crushed Ada. Friends ghosted, hawkers spat. And despair peaked in the ward toilet, poison vial trembling in her fist. "Forgive me, Mama," she gulped, world blackening. She awoke intubated, wrists restrained, Emeka looming. "Suicide under influence, manslaughter charge, sign over remnants, or jail." Ngozi's tears from the doorway sealed it, forced silence, or lose everything. Ada played possum, her street smarts underestimated. During recovery visits, she'd palmed Emeka's phone, recording boasts. "Opara's boy needed fast, girl's kidney perfect, poor fool never sues." USB snatched from Lara's bag held gold, donor ledgers, bribes to general staff, Chief Opara's invoice, Port Harcourt oil tycoon, Emeka's patron. Ngozi, no frail invalid, eavesdropped Kioma's victory calls to a sympathetic nurse, Mama Tolu. "Emeka's ring, call EFCC," Ngozi rasped, smuggling Ada's phone out. At recordings hit insiders, trafficking empire exposed. Twist detonated when Ada confronted Emeka alone. "You forgot. I inked everything." His face drained as she played files. Police sirens wailed, EFCC raid, tipped by Tolu. Emeka lunged, Ada dodged, Scar screaming. "Poor girl wins," she spat, cuffs clicking on his wrists. Port Harcourt High Court overflowed, TV crews flashing, placards waving, "Justice for Ada!" Ada testified in simple Ankara, Scar bared like war paint. "He carved my body, stole my money, broke my family, but my truth endures." Voice steady, hands clasped to hide tremors. Emeka's silk-suited lawyers spun, consensual mishaps. But donors paraded, teen mums, widows, detailing nightmares. Chioma sobbed on stand. "Desperation!" Ngozi wheeled forward. Our eyes fire. "Desperation doesn't steal from dying mothers. You're no kin." Court gasped. Chief Opara's son, 22, crumbled. Paid 200 million black market. Dad covered it. Opara absent, but blogs erupted. Emeka's TEDx clips recirculated. Ethics in medicine, hypocrisy viral, protests torching his clinic effigy. Gavel fell, Emeka, 25 years trafficking, fraud. Chioma, 7 for conspiracy, fraud. Assets seized. Ada's 28 million recovered. Ngozi transplanted successfully. New flat in Rumwakoro, veggie plot blooming under Ngozi's hands. Ada founded Scar survivors, counseling donors, her story empowering WhatsApp groups. Fertility odds low, trust scarred, but hope flickered. First real date with a gentle teacher. Opara's settlement offer rebuffed. Ada leaked his files, EFCC probing tycoons. 6 months on, Ada chopped ugu in their sunlit kitchen, Mama Ngozi humming beside her, life tentative bloom. Knock shattered idol, Inspector Victor Okoro, Emeka's brother, uniform crisp, smile oily. "Ada, my brother's gift, documents proving your fraud consent." He dangled forgeries, her signature on resale waivers. Sign silence or EFCC reopens. Mama's transplant illegal. Ngozi gasped from stove. Ada's phone buzzed. Unknown. Victor's next. He harvests for Apara. Evidence in clinic safe. Run. Door rattled. Boots outside. Victor leaned close, breath hot. Family business now. Ada clutched knife, scar pulsing, Ngozi's eyes wide. Shadows swallowed the yard as sirens distant wailed. Was justice just beginning, or the real nightmare?